Being 7 o'clock, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Would you join me in the pledge of the flag, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Kate, would you call the roll, please?
Ms. Vanderlaan, Ms. Lesniak, here. Mr. Tucker,
Here.
Ms. Dickman, Mr. Duzinski, Ms. Saban, Mr. Sykes.
I'm here. Did she answer?
Yes.
Are we going to be able to hear her?
She's got to unmute herself.
I'm here.
So she don't sound.
That's why I'm not with you.
We're missing, Pat was supposed to be on Zoom. I don't know where Ron and Wendy are, but we're going to get going here. First item of business, approve the minutes of the June 16th regular town board meeting. Entertain a motion to that effect.
Moved.
I'll second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Number one is the assessor's report. Terry, you're up.
This is the spring assessors report. The last few months have been very challenging for everyone, especially the assessor's office because of the timing. Preliminary assessments were mailed in mid 4,250 property owners. Properties that were reappraised included most residential properties, all of the vacant land, and 125 commercial properties. Informal meetings were scheduled the week of March 23rd, April 6th, and April 20th. All informal meetings were done by phone only due to COVID-19 concerns and restrictions. A total of 131 property owners discussed their assessments by phone informal. The tentative assessment roll was filed on time, May 1st, and an additional 150 change of assessment notices were mailed. Properties included all utilities, special franchise, ceiling railroad, and telecommunication property. Also included were any remaining physical inventory or parcel changes. Grievance day was held on May 26th as required by law. Property owners spoke with the Board of Assessment Review members by phone appointment, and the total number of grievances filed was 70. All changes ordered by the Board of Assessment Review have been made and certified by the assessor. Property owners were mailed the original VAR determination. A list of all changes to the tentative roll is complete and has been mailed to the county. The final state equalization rate was established by New York State Office of Real Property Tax Services on June 5th at 100% for both the town of Van Buren and the town of Lysander, and attached to your report is a certificate stating the same. The legal notice for the final assessment roll completion will appear in the messenger as required by law on July 1st, which was last week. The final roll and assessor's annual report are complete and will be forwarded to the state. And the week of July 1st, which was last week, both were now available in the town Van Buren assessor's office. And the deadline for filing any assessment challenge in court is August 1st, 2020, and this includes filing for small claims for Supreme Court. And one thing I forgot to mention, all of our in-person trainings, our Cornell conference and our fall conference is in question in Galveston, but the Cornell conference that's held next week in Cornell has been canceled because of our restrictions. And I will answer any questions that you have.
That's a lot of grievances, 70.
Well, there was a lot of change notices.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a comment, not a question. We just met with the County Industrial Development Agency regarding a solar project on Pottery Road. Teresa had put the assessed valuation for that project at 1.2 million. OSIDA had pegged it at 1.3 million, so Teresa was right on the money basically with that. So your formula is apparently pretty close to theirs.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so anyway.
Mr. Supervisor, Counselor Dickman is online.
Okay.
I had a question for Teresa. How many property owners are there in Van Buren?
We have just under 10,000 parcels in the entire town. And that includes town properties, and schools, churches, things that are exempt.
And then how did you feel, obviously we had no other choice, but how did you feel that the BAR phone interview process, did you feel?
Actually, the feedback from the actual board members was that property owners were more comfortable speaking one-on-one on the phone than they were coming in and speaking before 5 members.
I can see that.
So, we got good feedback. We got a little negative feedback, but we got some good feedback, and, it was the best that we can do under the circumstances, keeping everybody safe.
And my last question just is, out of the 70 grievances filed, is that, how many did the BAR make adjustments to?
Less than 20. Not many.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Teresa. Item number 2 is consider amendment to Town Employee Handbook, Section 803, sick leave accumulation. The current handbook said the employees that are non-represented employees can only earn up to 100 days of sick leave. We treat the 2 unions, they can earn beyond 100 days of sick leave and can apply it to 41J of the state retirement system, anything above and beyond the 100 days that they get paid for. So I'd like to change the wording for the handbook as an amendment to the handbook to read, an employee may accumulate unlimited sick leave credits. However, an employee will receive cash payment for only up to 100 days of sick leave at $10 per hour upon separation from employment for any reason. That $10 is what it currently states in the handbook. The only thing we're changing is they can earn beyond 100 days. So I'll entertain a motion to that amendment.
Moved.
Second.
Discussion?
No, I think it's important that we maintain consistency between our bargaining units and our non-bargaining unit employees.
Well,
Time they don't get paid for it be applied against their time, so they can retire early.
41 days. Well, no, they can't use it to get to the retirement goal. They just, no, you can't use it to get you there. You can still add it on. It's an add.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3 is authorized use of park attendants Wayne Bailey and Kimberly Saxon at the town hall to perform cleaning services at the rate of $13 per hour effective June 8th, 2020, with money to come from 1620.0100. Entertain a motion to that effect.
Moved.
Got a second from Pat, was it?
Moved by Mary Francis.
Okay.
Second.
You second, okay. In order to clean according to CDC requirements, it takes longer than the Buildings and Grounds Department can give us. So they said that, we could go with these people were interested in doing the job for us. So we're having them, they don't take all day up being park attendants, so. And what they're doing is coming in at 4 o'clock after the building's vacated to clean it then for the next day. So.
Do we know what their procedure is? Do they spray or wipe down or?
Procedure. That was part of the reopening plan. You had to have that stuff all nailed down, and it's part of the plan. And it's in their book that they have to sign every day, a log that they did the cleaning.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4 is appointment of Emily Hoy, Jacob Petrick, Jacob Way, Molly Derby, Clara Derby as park attendants at $12.95 per hour. Entertain a motion to that effect.
Moved.
Mrs. Dickman moved it.
All right, second.
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion?
When did these become effective?
That would be effective, July 3rd. It's that thing. We were short of, park attendant for the 4th of July weekend. We couldn't get anybody to work. So, it's one of these people that, we're appointing tonight bailed us out on that weekend. So we were able to have the park open. The others are for fill-in purposes, in case, the two named up at number 3, Wayne Bailey and Kim Saxon, can't work. These other ones will be fill-ins, so.
What all are they actually doing? Because we're not running all of the programs, or the pool's not open and the pavilions aren't open, so.
They open the gates. There's still people who can come in and have a picnic as long as it's not on the pavilion, in a pavilion. So there's some trash pickup, and they cruise the park and make sure that it's not being abused like it was earlier this spring. And why the gates were closed for quite a while because of that abuse. So.
It's good to have eyes and ears though, on the ground.
Right. And if there's a problem, they know who to call, whether it's the sheriff's department or Kathy or Heidi or whoever, if there's a problem, so. Any other discussion? She usually has 6 or 7 park attendants every year. Just this year, it's a little different with the being shut down, so. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5 is consider approval of installation of a new iron removal tank for 1342 Kingdom Road at a cost of $2,065. Entertain a motion to that effect?
Moved.
Second.
This is one of our properties across from the landfill that we have to perpetually maintain the water systems. That tank was replaced in 2011. If you recall, we have a new water person doing the water work for us now out there. The previous one, we believe the fouling of this tank occurred in the 3 to 4 month period where the previous company was not servicing it the way it needed to be. So that has come back to bite us. So we have to have this expense. So it's got to be done. We don't have a whole lot of choice in the matter, unfortunately. Any other discussion?
Ms. Vanderwater is now online.
Okay.
Wendy, you're muted though.
It's 7:14. Okay. Any other discussion on the installation of the iron removal tank? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next is councilor committee reports and comments. I usually say MF first, but she's given me a prepared statement to read because her voice is not with her tonight, even though she's present with us on Zoom. She says the latest draft of Chapter 145 Property Maintenance Law has gone to the attorneys. This draft is meant to handle the issues previously presented by the residents to the board. This law can be refined in the future as necessary and does not try to handle every situation. Number 2, the next land use committee meeting is scheduled for 5 p.m. on Tuesday, July 14th. Either Rich or Nadine will be present to provide their legal comments. The codes officer will be in attendance as well as before the monthly planning board meeting. FiOS is working on the installation of the cables into condos 2 and 3. The FiOS engineer, Vernon Luntz, had an incident with a resident on Higgins Drive around the end of June that caused him to call the sheriff's office for help and to report the threat made by a resident against Vern and any FiOS employee / contractor who will be doing the fiber installation for condos 2 and 3. The sheriff's office is very aware of the resident who caused the confrontation, so know, they don't want cable or whatever, but
Cable rage.
Gee. Condo 4, Mr. Lutz has continued to have problems getting hold of TJMG Properties, the management company for Condo 4. MF sent an email last week and did not get a message back. She's playing phone tag with Nicole there. And so that is her report, her comments. So we'll do Darcy now.
I don't have anything tonight.
Okay. Pat, you got anything?
No, I don't, but everybody just stay safe.
Okay. Wendy, do you have anything?
I don't.
Okay. Howard?
No, I don't.
Okay. Douglas? Okay, I have nothing. Citizens' comments. Do we have any citizens on Zoom? We have one citizen here with us tonight, but she doesn't look like she has any comments. I noticed that her mask says "Be kind." It's probably because of her husband. Anyway, Jason.
I have nothing.
And Kevin.
Nothing.
Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn to July 21st at 7 p.m.
Moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Who can disagree?
Thank you for zooming in with us. Stay safe.